Hello and welcome to the Arsenal vs Rennes preview. So, Europa League action once again, and we are currently 3-1 down on aggregate in this tie. Last week over in France we got beat 3-1 by Rennes. Quite a bad performance by Arsenal. No one really played well, no one really showed up, but we did get a very good victory on the weekend against Manchester United, so I am hoping that will give us confidence to go into this game and hopefully get the result that we need. Last week Rennes played really well. They had a massive crowd, everyone was up for it, and we just didn't get started in the game. We had Nacho Monreal, who was getting absolutely roasted by their right wing. I think his name was Sarr. Every single time down that flank he had Monreal on toast, and we didn't really create much in that game. So hopefully for this game at the Emirates, with our fans there in full voice, confident after our victory over Manchester United, hopefully we can get the result that we need to take us through. That result against Manchester United has put us 4th in the Premier League, so we're fighting for the Champions League spots on that front. And then obviously this is the other avenue that we can use to get into the Champions League. So we need to put in a positive performance to hopefully get through this tie and get through to the next round of this competition. So in this game, I'm going to give you the team that I would go with. And starting off with is Petr Cech in goal. Reason why it would be Petr Cech in goal is because he is our cup competition goalkeeper. Leno was outstanding against Manchester United. He made loads of saves, but Emery's going to keep it as it is in this competition, and that is Petr Cech. Now I'm going to go for a 3 at the back formation. First of all, starting in the right centre back position with Mustafi. Now I'd happily leave Mustafi out, but because we don't have Socrates, I need to bring Mustafi into this team. He had a rest against United. We didn't risk playing him in that game, so hopefully he'll be ready and firing all cylinders for this game. In the centre of the back three, I'll go with Laurent Koscielny. Good performance against Manchester United. Him and Socrates were guiding the back 4 or 5 at times very well. Very strong in the air, very good on the ball, passing it out from the back, and he put in a good performance. So Koscielny in the centre. Left centre back is going to be Nacho Monreal. Now, Nacho Monreal, obviously I said last week he got roasted by the Rennes right winger. This week I'm going to put him in a back 3 so that he should have a little bit more protection from the wing back that I'm going to say in a minute when Rennes are attacking. We could stay compact in the back 3 and the wing backs help us when we're on the defence, then we should be fine. The right wing back, I'm going to go for Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He had a great game against against Manchester United. Yeah, he always shows up in the games against United. He likes playing against them. He made quite a few interceptions. He was marshalling Young and Dalot very well, helping us with bursting runs forward. I think he had a really good game, and he was up there for my man of the match candidates in that Manchester United game, so no problem with that. Right wing back Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and on the other side, on the left wing back, Kolasinac. He did the same as Maitland-Niles. He pushed Shaw back. He made sure that we were using him to drive forward with the ball. He was outpacing everybody on that wing, and yeah, I think that we were just better with him in the team as the wing back, so he could drive forward and create us chances, but also help cover when we needed a little bit of help on the back foot when we were defending. So yep, that's what I'm going to go with. Kolasinac on the left wing back. So far that's Cech in goal, the back three of Mustafi, Koscielny and Monreal, and then Ainsley Maitland-Niles right wing back and Kolasinac left wing back. Moving into the midfield, I'm going to go with the same two that we started with against Manchester United. That's Granit Xhaka, who was phenomenal in that game. He was marshalling Pogba. He literally marked Pogba out the game. Run the midfield, scored a banger, even though it was a bit lucky, but he still took the risk of taking that shot to give us the opportunity of someone making a mistake. And fortunately for us, it happened. De Gea made the mistake. Xhaka scored the goal. We went 1-0 up. Him and Ramsey had a decent partnership in the midfield against Manchester United. And so yeah, I'm going to stick with Granit Xhaka. And obviously next to him, as I've just mentioned, I'm going to stick with Aaron Ramsey. He has played his heart out for the last month and a half. Like, he's always been an absolute brilliant professional, never moaned, knew he was going to leave for a while now, always put in 100%, didn't mind going out to the Europa League games and the Cup games, and the last 2 league games he's played, he's been absolutely immense. Against Tottenham, he worked really hard for the team, helped us create chances. Against United, he had a different role, but he had to stay disciplined. And he made 8 tackles in the Manchester United game that he successfully won. And he helped us regain possession and move the ball forward for our attacks. So in this midfield, I will keep Aaron Ramsey. And then there's a slight formation change for me here. Against Manchester United, we played with 3-4-1-2. But in this game against Rennes, I'm going to go with 3-4-2-1. So the two just behind the striker is going to be, first of all, Mesut Ozil. He didn't do anything that extravagant against Manchester United, but he was working really, really hard. I saw him tracking back in the right back position, making a challenge, tracking back in the left back position, making a challenge, running his socks off. Literally, he was burnt out by the time he got substituted. When he got the ball, we did dwell on it a little bit, but it was because obviously how much work he had been putting in for the whole game. So in this game against Rennes, I think that we need him to unlock their defence, because they're going to come to the Emirates and they're going to think that they can just sit on their lead and they're going to give us all the possession and they're just going to try and hit us on the counter attack. So when we've got the possession, we need someone who can unlock a defence, pick out a pass, and Mesut Ozil's that man. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. Next to him, just behind the striker also, I'm going to go with Alex Iwobi. Now, Alex Iwobi got 15-20 minutes against Man United, looked lively, looked sharp when he came on. And we're going to need him in this game because obviously we have the suspension of Alexandre Lacazette, which is a big loss, who played a good part against Manchester United. But for this game, Alex Iwobi, I'm going to give him I would give him a chance in the central role, like where he plays for his country, Nigeria, like just behind the striker, where he can drive with the ball, pick the pass, try to make good decisions when he's in possession, and hopefully help us get the goals that we need to get through in this tie. So yep, just behind the striker next to Ozil, Alex Iwobi. And then up front, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Nerves of steel from Aubameyang against Manchester United. We got awarded another penalty, and Lacazette literally looked at Aubameyang and said, "You can have it." And then he went up to Aubameyang, he looked him in the eyes and said, "You've got this." And Aubameyang, normal run-up where he doesn't look at the ball at all, stared in the face of De Gea. When De Gea made his twitch to move, Aubameyang just rolled it down the middle and got us the goal to basically secure our lead in that game. So in this game, we need him firing on all cylinders. We need him like making the runs past the last defender. We need his shooting boots on. We need him to be accurately taking shots on target and just making himself a nuisance. Working hard if we don't have the ball, and then taking the chances that he gets when we do have the ball. So yeah, that's going to be my team for this game that I would go with. So I'm just going to run through it again quickly. It will be checking goal, the back three of Mustafi, Koscielny and Monreal, Ainsley Maitland-Niles right wing back, Kolasinac left wing back with Ramsey and Xhaka in the midfield too. And then I'd go with Alex Iwobi and Mesut Ozil just in front of them behind behind Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That's going to be our striker. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with in that game. We need to get a victory in this game. We need to win 2-0 to go through on away goals, or if Rennes score, we need to score 3. And then it will take it into extra time. So the task is not to concede, and the task is obviously to score the goals that we need. So yeah, that's it for this preview. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you would do for your starting lineups, and let me know what you think the score's going to be. I'm going to be at the Emirates on Thursday. I haven't been up to the Emirates for a while. I'm looking forward to it, even though we're going in at a 3-1 deficit. But we need to put in a strong performance, get a quick start, put them under pressure, and see what happens. I believe in Emery, I believe in the players, and I think that we can get through to the next round of the Europa League. Let's get behind the team, let's support them, let's make a load of noise from the crowd and back them, and let's see where we can go. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.